Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let me turn that shit off. Hurry, I'll turn it off. I had to turn that shit off, man, before I get a copyright strike like last time. Y'all see my last video? They muted the beginning out because I was singing Tupac Machiavelli. Against all odds, just be the truest shit I ever wrote. What's up, y'all? Y'all tuned in to Gamebredtv, where we talk about sports, but mainly boxing. Man, it was a good week. It was hella fights this weekend. What? Well, shout out everybody. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to do this video. This video, cause one of my kids stressing me the F out. Y'all got kids? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyways, man, subscribe, share, like. It's free. Do all that. I'm with it. If you with it. So, y'all got a list of stuff to talk about, man. The first thing we gonna talk about Friday. We had boxing on Friday. Don King Promotions. It was pretty much a shit show on a weird network. A small venue, wasn't a lot of people there. Adrian Broner against some attorney. He was still a fighter, but he was an attorney on the outside of boxing. It was, overall, the fight itself, it was a good fight for Adrian Broner, because, he been out the ring for like 2 years. I think February 2021. And he did something that I wasn't used to seeing lately from him. It's good he back at 140, now 147. 140 and 135 is where he should be at. I know it's hard cutting that weight though. He let his hands go. And I like to see that. Because that's the problem I had with AB. He wasn't throwing his hands enough in my eyes. And a lot of people's eyes. He wasn't throwing his hands enough. But the most entertaining part about the fight was the post-interview. Mancini interviewed him at the end of the fight. He was like, so Broner, what do you want next? What do you need next? He was like, I want. Well, I got what I want, but what I need is some PUSSY. I was like, he's still a nut. So he said that, and then he called out a few people, and he was like, they was like, well, who you want to fight? He was like, anybody who got the belt at 140. Romero, Retardo. I was dying laughing. He called Rolly Romero Retardo. No disrespect, no offense to the special needs, but that boy Rolly is special though. So yeah, that was cool. The undercards, man, they had big. No. My bad. I'll get to that Big Baby Miller in a minute. It wasn't on that. So congrats to Adrian Broner. You did that, brother. I think he should take another step up and fight somebody good, but not that good. I wouldn't rush into things just yet, Broner. He was a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Now we need you to fight somebody in the rankings. Then you'll make me a believer. And then you can hang with them other guys up there. And with his talent, he can. I got faith in AB. When he focused and training, not catting off, drinking, and partying and messing around, you know what I'm saying? He good. I used to love Broner at 135 and 140. When it all fell when he went to 147, and I think he won the title from Paulie Malignaggi, but he just he couldn't carry that power up to 147. But yeah, so that was cool. Then we had on the zone Jaime Munguia against Derevyanchenko. Did y'all catch that? That was on the zone. That was a good ass fight. And you know, I always thought that Munguia would been, you know, on Oscar's shelf. Oscar ain't really been putting him up against real competition, I might say. So Derevyanchenko, if y'all don't know who that is, he fought Triple G and came up a little short on that fight. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people thought he won that fight. But Munguia was losing. Derevyanchenko, all he had to do was get out of that 12th round. You feel me? And I believe it was a body shot or something. But he went down in the 12th. And he beat the count. He got up and he finished the fight off. But that one knockdown determined the win for Munguia. And you know, they got big plans for Munguia. So you know they want to go give him the L. Because I believe he was behind on the scorecards enough where the knockdown could have either got him a draw or L. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we could see Charlo and Munguia go at it, man. You know what I'm saying? A top-notch fighter. Munguia ready. He only 23 years old or some crazy shit like that with 41, 42 fights. You was in Mexico fighting professional when you was 8 or something? How many goddamn fights? You got 41 fights. I seen like 4 or 5 of your fights, bruh. So that was cool on the zone. And then it was another little story. I'm gonna recap real fast. What was his name? We had Flores against Santa Bonis, if I'm saying that right. Santa Bonis. Well, anyway, the story about that was Flores is the upcoming prospect. He was expected to win, and I'm gonna call him Sant because I don't know how to pronounce his name. Sant just did 6 in the pen. He just did 6 years in the pen, and he been out for a year. As soon as he got out, he was training, man, and that man was determined, man. He pulled off the upset. You know what I'm saying? Congrats to him, man. He did that. He was determined, man. He had the youngster. He a vet too. He had the youngster. He beat the youngster up. Plain and simple. So that was cool. Then we had Teofimo against Josh Taylor for the strap. I think Taylor got a couple of straps took from him, or he had to vacate or something. I don't remember. So when that fight came in, I was edging towards Taylor, but deep in my mind, I knew T.O. could win because T.O. good. He just unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? T.O. he like, you never know which T.O. go show up. If it's gonna be Teofimo Lopez, or if it's gonna be Gordo. Gordo, they say, is that boxer, that guy. T.O. ain't that guy. So, you know, Gordo showed up and he won the fight. He outboxed Josh Taylor, basically. Taylor had no answer for him. Do I see the power? A lot of these guys move up to the weight classes and don't bring the power with them. I'm terrified for Devin Haney. Devin Haney barely got power at 135. Just got his ass whooped by a natural 130-pounder Lomachenko. He pulled the fight off. He got the win on paper. I'll say 1/3 or 75% of the world believe he lost Devin Haney and should rematch. But Devin Haney, I think he claimed he having trouble with staying at 135 and making 135 and want to move up to 140. You are not carrying no power up to 140. Boy, you better rely on them boxing skills. And them boxing skills ain't even all that. It look good. It look good to when you facing them low budget ass opponents like Cambosos and shit, who got lucky and beat Tio. I think they should have rematched because I know Tio would have won Cambosos and got them belts back. But yeah, Devin, he not the truth in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I got the right to think that. Just from what I see and what I look at, the fundamentals and how just Lomachenko just exposed the hell out of him. Man, if you won, you barely won. A lot of people say draw and a lot of people say Loma. Bruh, you looked at mediocre. And I know some fighters have a bad night, but you had a bad night that night, my guy. So anyway, yeah, congrats to Teofimo Lopez for the win. But he talking about Tio talking about he want thus amount of millions. He claimed he retiring now. He 25 years old. You retiring? Vacate them belts immediately, or else you just yapping, bruh, like you always do. Come on, bruh. You want to retire now? I'm 7-time world champion and undisputed, and now I just want to belt again. I'm retiring. I want 100 mil to get back in the ring. Please, bruh. You was not that nice, my guy. You know what I'm saying? You good, but you ain't that nice. You know what I'm saying? To be overpricing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Your daddy already went to Bill Haney, Devin Haney daddy, talking about after this Josh Taylor fight, we want 20 mil to fight your son. Not 20 mil split, 10 mil, 10 mil, 20 mil to fight Devin Haney. Devin Haney couldn't fill up Home Depot if he wanted to for free. Where that 20 million gonna come from? That boy just did 150,000 pay-per-views. And Bob Arum, his promoter, had to give away tickets. Come on, T.O. So you go retire, vacate the belt, man, and let somebody worthy and who will probably appreciate it more get that, man. You can retire. That's your choice. You're a grown-ass man. And my hats go off to you if you do retire. You moved something in the sport. But you got a lot more to go if you're a real one, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Pricing yourself out $20 million to fight Devin Haney. Come on. I don't think anybody who fight Devin Haney can even get close to $20 million. Shoot. You're not Tank Davis. You are not Errol Spence. You are not Terrence Bud Crawford. You are not Tyson Fury. You are not Anthony Joshua. Them guys pulling the real money. You dig? So yeah, man. So that was a good fight though, man. It was an entertaining weekend. And then we had the shit show. Floyd Mayweather versus Gotti the Third. What a fucking joke. Now that was a shit show. They had, out of all people in the world they could hire to perform, they hired, just no disrespect to Blueface and Krishan. Krishan performed, oh my God, it was terrible. Blueface performed, It was terrible. He said like 3 words to his own song, voiceover, and they played his song without him rapping over it. He just walking around on some bullshit. And Mayweather claimed he making all this crazy loot. I don't see where the money is generating from. Either some idiots is putting their money up on these shows that he throw, and he getting paid. Otherwise, it ain't coming from ticket sales, and it's for sure not coming from pay-per-view buys. That pay-per-view should have been $5.99. I'm sorry, Floyd. Floyd, are you bored, bruh? Keep promoting. Be a trainer. We get it. You the GOAT. Muhammad Ali really the GOAT, though. But you the GOAT. You the best defensive fighter of all time. So, yeah, that was a shit show. Gotti was getting his ass beat with them big-ass gloves. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, the ref, what's his name? I always get these refs' names confused and mixed up. For some reason, he wanted to stop a fight, an expedition fight. Like, Floyd was just beating the crap out of this dude, which he wasn't, but he was beating him up. And Gotti got mad because the ref tried to stop the fight and was like, so when he did that, Gotti went around the ref and attacked Mayweather. And you know, Mayweather being an OG veteran, he's singing it. He had his hands up the whole time. Man, Gotti ran up on him doing this, bruh. If y'all go watch it, because I know nobody watched this live. And if you did, you watched it on the Fire Stick or you watched it on the black box. No one paid for this fight. I promise you that. So I'm sure everybody got to see what happened on YouTube, TikTok, and all that. Man, Gotti ran up on that boy like this. He threw more punches. He threw about 4 punches. That's more punches than he did in any of the rounds leading up to the brawl. Man, he went to punch man. Mayweather gave him one of these real quick. Pow! A little hook. Bing! Sent Gotti ass back. Then the whole TMT crew jumped in the ring for Floyd. Big brawl. Shit show. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? The fight was so dead. They needed that to happen, that brawl, because that brawl was probably the best thing that happened that night on that whole card, is the brawl. And that's where Big Baby Miller, the cheater, Big Baby Miller went from up here about to fight Anthony Joshua. Y'all remember, he went to go fight Anthony Joshua 10 days before the fight was supposed to happen. For millions, multi-million dollars, he tested dirty for PEDs, performance enhancement drugs, if y'all don't know what that means. And couldn't fight. And then that's when he got a replacement with Andy Ruiz, you feel me? And Andy Ruiz went in there and upset it, Anthony Joshua. That could have been you, Big Baby Miller. But you on Floyd undercard, coming from that to fighting a 4-round fight. And he was like 400 and some pounds, dude. When I first looked at it, I didn't even recognize him. I was like, wait, hold on. That's Big Baby Miller. I'm like, man, what kind of shit is Floyd putting on, man? Floyd stopped putting on shows, bro. The McGregor shit was cool because all them UFC people bought that, hoping that Conor was going to beat your ass. And he put up a good fight. He just got tired because he's an MMA fighter. He's not a boxer. You know what I'm saying? And Y'all know the rest. Floyd put them hammers on him. Like and subscribe, y'all. It's free. Subscribe. You ain't gotta like. Or like it and don't subscribe. Or don't like it. Do something. Give me some kind of attention. You feel me? Shit. I ain't doing this shit for my health. So yeah, Floyd. I think they needed to have that happen to get some kind of ratings in this. You see everybody talking about this shit. It's all over YouTube now. If that brawl wouldn't have broke out, this shit wouldn't have even been talked about. I promise you. That shit was Bubba Dub trash. So we got that over with. And now I'm waiting on Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Bud Crawford. That's probably the realest fight that could be made right now. And some more news is, y'all heard, Cinnamon Toast, aka Canelo Alvarez, was offered 50 million to fight David Benavidez. What the world wants to see. All boxing fans and fighters and others of all sports want to see Canelo stop fighting these European dump trucks and get in there with a real one. But you know what? I'm thinking, like, I guess Benavidez didn't do bad enough against Caleb Plant to make Canelo be like, okay, I could whoop this dude. Let me get in the ring with him. I'll beat his ass. But he looked good. He whooped Caleb Plant ass. And, man, I like Canelo, man. But then you gotta come, I mean, at some point, is he ducking? I mean, I try to make the excuse. I was like, maybe the money ain't right. But the money right. Come on, man. Most fighters never finish their career with all their fights and make 50 million. And they offering you 50 million for one fight for 20-something minutes for 12 rounds, bruh. I want to fight Bivol. I want to fight Bivol at 175. I don't want to fight him at 168 because if I fight him at 168, he beat me. I lose all my belt at 168. So no. I want to fight him and take his belt at 175. That way I can say I have belt in 168 and 175. No, stop being a diva, bruh. Bivol wants to come down at 168 and beat your ass and take them belts you've been holding hostage. Giving all these European, luckily one of these Europeans ain't upset you and all our belts go over there. And then they hold the belts and European fighters keep fighting each other for them. Like the Klitschko brothers did when they had the belts. The Klitschko brothers had the belts 12 years holding them motherfuckers hostage from America, bruh. You feel me? They still, them belts is still not here. Usyk got all the belts. Tyson Fury. There's not an American heavyweight right now with a real belt that I could think of. I know if Wilder fight Usyk, he could bring all the belts home, but they would never give that brother the opportunity to get them belts. Deontay Wilder will knock out Usyk for sure. He too small. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got a lot to talk about. So yeah, Canelo, What y'all think? Mexican fans, what y'all think now? What excuse do you got for Canelo now? Even the hardcore true Mexican fans, they don't play that shit. The Mexicans from that's actually from Mexico, they booed him at his last fight. They walked out early. He promised them people a knockout against John Ryder. He didn't produce. They mad at you, Canelo. Your ranks is going down. You supposed to be the face of boxing. It's kind of like you handing it to Tank. You know, I understand Canelo ain't the same. Canelo been in wars with Triple G. He's taken a lot of punishment. He's been injured, hurt. He on a decline. Bivol spanked him. You have no business going to light heavyweight, dude. You like 5'3", and you trying to go to light heavyweight and accomplish all these goals. I want to be champion in 25 divisions. No. It's not happening. Subscribe, y'all. Subscribe, babe. Yes, sir. Man, I'm trying to get these interviews jumping off, man. It's just a matter of schedule, though, man. I got 3 people lined up that I'm going to get on the show. I'm going to get some guests, man. I got to get some guests to talk with me, man. You know what I'm saying? So, J-Bo, be ready. Nick, be ready. RJ Stevenson, be ready. I'm coming. Nah, I need y'all to get on the show so we can talk this shit. We can talk this boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of casual fans out here, but it's only a few people that know boxing. The names, the dates, the history, you feel me? Most people don't even know what the hell who is who. They just hear. Like my partner was like, motherfuckers will go off a fighter and be like, I got this fighter, and ain't seen none of the fighter opponents, none of his fights though. Only seen some of his fights before, and haven't seen the other person fight before. But that guy go win though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch all this shit, bruh. Boxing is an amazing sport. It's a corrupt sport too, but it's also an amazing sport because the good thing about boxing is anything can happen. One punch could change a fight. All that. Terrence Bud Crawford he could switch, hit him, arrow spits, he a dog, he just move straight forward. Like I said once before, and I'm gonna say it again. Only God know who gonna win that fight. You could guess, you could predict, you could hope, you could want, but you don't know who in the hell gonna win this fight. I don't know, but I'm giving the edge to somebody. I'm not gonna tell you who. That's for another debate. You know what I'm saying? Then we'll talk about it. But I see something. I see something in this fight that nobody else probably see, or only a couple other people might see. I'm not gonna tell you who's gonna win. I'm leaning towards one dude just a little bit. But I still believe he could get beat. It's that kind of fight. I got it a 55-45, not a 60-40, a 55-45. That's how small my edge is towards one of those fighters. Man, I can't wait. Like my partner J-Bo said, man, please, nobody get injured. Errol Spence, stay your ass from behind the wheel. If you go into the gym, walk or catch the bus. Don't get in no cars from now until July 29th. You know what I'm saying? And if you get in the car, let it be a tank. That way I know you're a little safer if you get in a car accident. Drive a tank because I don't want no injuries. I don't want no Charlo shit. Broke hand, postpone. No, we've been waiting years for this. We want this. Subscribe. Straight up. Holla at you on the next video. Yeah.